and welcome back to another lecture on learning Autodesk Inventor. In this video we are going to explain another very important tool on creating 3D models, which is the Revolve tool. This is very useful and today I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, let's go ahead and start a new sketch. Let's make an XY plane sketch. Go ahead and make the center point visible. Alright. Now, in order to create a revolve tool, we have to make sure that we have a center line, because that's very important. Now let's go and take the line tool here. Let's make a random line. Doesn't matter how big it is, just make sure it is vertical or horizontal, depends on what you're gonna draw. Okay, now we are going to constrain it with a point, with the origin. Just find the middle and right click here. Okay, now we have our center line. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, it doesn't matter very much. Now, as you can see here, we need to create another drawing. Let's just make let's assume that we want to create a mushroom like model. We want to create a model just like a mushroom, just to have a better understanding on what is going on. Okay, now we make a line. We want to make it from here to here, then from here to here, and from here to here. Now let's click OK for now. Let's make an arc. And just give it a shape like this. Right click, hit OK. Now let's continue with this line, and we're gonna connect this line to this line. Right click, hit OK. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so now we have it. You just need only one part of the symmetrical object you want to draw, and now we're going to click finish sketch. Okay, now we're going to take the revolve tool, just click here, just scroll down, and now you can see. Now it is asking us to select a profile. Now we have already a profile here, and now it's asking us to select the axis. In this case, this will be our axis. Just select it, and now it automatically generates it. Now this doesn't look like a perfect mushroom, but it's just to illustrate how this tool works. Okay, now let's go click OK and let's see what we have done. Okay, so this is our 3D model. Now, there's one more thing I want to tell you. If we want to change the shape, we don't have to go and to make all over again. We just have to go here. We can hit the left click and go to the sketch. And from here we can directly change the sketch if we want to. Let's make it, let's say we want this to be just like this. Okay, hit finish sketch, and now we changed it. So it automatically changed, and you won't need to create another new sketch. Alright, so this is just one simple example. Of course, we can do many more complicated things with that, but this is just to illustrate how it works. Okay, let's go ahead and try to create another model here. Let's just delete this for now because we are not gonna need it. Okay, now let's go ahead and create another sketch here. Let's make a center line. We don't need to constrain it if you don't want to. For now on, we are not going to constrain it. We are gonna take a circle here. We're gonna make another bigger one here, and we're gonna make a smaller one here. Okay, right click, hit OK. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish this. Now let's go take the revolve tool and select our profiles. This, and this. Go ahead, select your axis, and as you can see, we generated these 3 rings, as you can see. Alright, now what can we change here? What more options do we have? We can make it full 360 degrees, sorry. We can make it just like the extrusion tool to a specific angle or in between some surfaces, or we can just manually give the angle which we want to revolve. Let's say we want to make it 180 degrees. We can, just like the extrusion tool, change the direction. We can make it symmetric, or we can manually change the other dimension here. Let's say I want this side to be 90 degrees and the other side to be, let's say, 90 or 120 degrees. Let's just change this. I want this to be 120 degrees, and as you can see now, we have created this gap between this side and this side. Okay, that's just how it works. Let's go ahead and check if we can add something else here. We can, of course, flip the direction. Now this one is 120 degrees and this one is 90 degrees. Alright, let's just click OK. And now let's make just another simple drawing here. Okay, just go ahead and delete this. Now let's go create a new sketch, and we're going to choose the XY plane once again. Okay, now let's try and make a little bit more complicated sketch. So we are going to take a line here. Let's make it just big enough. Right click, hit OK. And now, what are we going to do now? Let's make this control vertex line, and we are going to try to make a bottle. Okay. Now first we need to make a straight line here, like this. Let's make it like this. And alright, now we can continue with the control vertex line. And we're going to make it first like this, and like this, and let's make it just like this. We're going to make it a straight line here, and we're going to end up the bottle. Let's zoom just a little bit in, and now we are done. Let's go ahead and click finish the sketch and take the revolve tool. Select your profile and select your axis, and now as you can see, we have created a simple bottle. Now right click, hit OK, and as you can see, now we have done it. If you want, you can just go ahead and give it a nice color. Let's say I want this to be red. Select this first And now let's go and give it a color. Okay, we wanted to make that red. Okay, let's try this one. I want this part to be red as well. Let's just make it red. Okay, now let's make the body a different color. Let's make it this clear blue. Okay, now we have this little part here. We will make it blue as well. Okay, and now we are done. Oops, one little detail to go. Okay, now we can exit it, and as you can see, now we have created just a simple bottle. Now we are going to save this. Let's go ahead and save it. File, save as, and you're going to call this Revolve model. Let's just give it a random name. Okay, so we are done. So that's it for this lecture. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. See you on the next lecture. Goodbye.